Welcome! Thanks for tuning in to Can I Get Your Number, a podcast where we discuss the aspects of the Enneagram in relation to our personal and relational growth. This will be in the context of friendships and current relationships.
As we discuss this valuable tool, we hope you will filter through with us, remembering that our foundational identity is in Christ. We're your hosts, Tracy
And Naomi.
Welcome. Welcome back to Can I Get Your Number? Today we will be addressing the type 3. We have a guest with us and his name is Mason Ravens. Welcome, Mason.
Hi, thank you.
So we're going to ask you a few questions and we hope that you're not going to be afraid to answer them.
I am.
But it's going to be, it's just more about you as a type 3, all right?
All right, so Mason, being the 3, that's the achiever, the very goal-oriented, successful, ambitious one. How do you see your type playing out in relationships, whether it's be friends or romantic, and what are maybe some strengths and weaknesses you bring to the table?
Okay, so I think, what relationship do I want to do? I think I would do maybe just a friend relationship, because I have more of those than I do romantic relationships. I think a strength I personally bring to a relationship is just loyalty. Mm-hmm. And I give trust more than I make people receive my trust, which sometimes can be a weakness. But I think up until the point that you dishonor that trust,
mm-hmm.
or do something to make me not trust you,
mm-hmm.
I trust people.
And
so I think that's kind of a strength and a weakness, if you know what I mean, because
mm-hmm.
some people aren't trustworthy,
mm-hmm.
and you don't really see that right off the bat, because some people fake, but
true that.
But yeah, I think that's my strength. A weakness I would bring to a relationship, I think as an Enneagram 3, a weakness I would bring is performance.
Mm-hmm.
Even if maybe I feel you're in a higher position, I could kind of be fake to become friends with you, which is something I definitely try not to do.
Yeah. Right.
But as a 3, that could that's kind of a tendency that I could have, and sometimes I don't even realize.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's very honest.
So interesting.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
That's good. Great. We appreciate that. So, how should people show you as a type 3 love? What is a way that you receive love best?
My biggest love language is words of affirmation. I think feeling accomplished is something that I really want to have. One of my biggest fears is failure. Just personally, I think that's a 3 thing too. But personally, it's just failure is something that since I was young, I can remember being I have to achieve in life. If I don't, then I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So just affirmation, I think, is my biggest love language in a relationship.
So if I tell you, you're doing great, Mason, that was perfect. Thank you so much.
Right now, I already feel better. Great answer.
Yeah, well, great, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us a time when maybe the Lord was challenging you to really act outside of your personality type as a 3, when you had to kind of put away the excuses of, oh, I'm a 3, I can't do this, or and the Lord just kind of challenged you to kind of step out, and you had to deny your personality a little bit.
I still struggle with this, but it's during worship. I focus so much on how I look. Mm-hmm. And how people are perceiving me during maybe a worship set or something like that. So even lifting my hands to worship, I will still be kind of self-conscious about oh, what do I look like right now? Mm-hmm. Or how are people perceiving me right now? Mm-hmm. So I think getting out of my comfort zone in worship is just doing whatever I want and not worrying about what people think, which is still something that I'm working on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm working on a lot of these things. Which
that's good. Yeah, that's so good. So what is something that you would like other people, our audience, other types to know about type 3s? Something that we misunderstand, or something in general that's just interesting about 3s that you would like us to know?
I think people perceive 3s as intimidating, and I don't like me personally, I do not feel like an intimidating person at all. But like even recently, people are like, I could see you as like being intimidating, and I'm like, I don't understand that. But I think it comes from me thinking other people are intimidating, which then like causes me to like kind of like shut down like when I'm around somebody I think is intimidating, and then which makes me look intimidating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think one thing that I would do personally, I think I forgot the question.
Something that people might misunderstand about type 3s.
Yeah.
So they think you're intimidating.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Intimidation. For me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not intimidating. Like, literally, I feel like literally anybody could come up to me and talk to me, and I would be, like, welcoming and nice. But
I think, like, since we know you a little more personally, I think we would definitely, like, agree that I think you're very approachable, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
yeah.
And you're fun.
You're
fun.
Okay, so what would you say, so you're 3, you're an achiever, like, you have, like, maybe all these goals in mind kind of thing. What would you say is your biggest motivator? Is it really just to get these things done, or is that just a misconception? What would you think is your biggest motivator?
It's, my biggest motivator is being successful, the feeling of success. So, like, even small tasks give me that, like, satisfaction of, like, being successful. Like, I don't know. Like, I just, my biggest motivator is feeling and being successful.
That's good. Yeah, that's
That's
good.
my answer to that question.
So, as a 3, what is something that you appreciate about other types, other people, and also what kind of type are you more compatible with, either relational, like just friendships, or romantically, and why?
Oh, okay. That's kind of 2 questions. So, what I appreciate about other types. I'm gonna skip to the second part of that question. I think I would be most compatible with a 6 because just somebody who's loyal and who shows their loyalty makes me feel confident in a relationship, and makes me feel like I don't have to like strive to like find their loyalty and like question it. So I think definitely I would be compatible with a 6. I'm not really sure how to answer the first question.
That's okay. No, it's cool that you would. The 6 is I like that type as well. I think they're really easy to get along with. Yeah, I think they're just like a little more kind. Okay, so do you know what your wing is?
I'm a wing 2.
You're wing 2. That's great.
And what's you said you knew the name for that, the 2 and the 3?
The wing 2, a 3 wing 2 is called the charmer.
A charmer.
Yeah.
I like that one. So, Mason, what is something that you would like to share with the audience as a type 3? Just telling them, hey, this is how you place your identity in God and not in the Enneagram. Just because you're a type 3 doesn't mean you need to be, I'm a type 3, this is why I'm doing this. You know, what is a way that you can tell the audience that?
I place my identity in God and just letting Him be my affirmation, like learning to not strive for human like affirmation, and just letting Him be like my source for that.
That's good.
I think one thing I've been learning to do is before I think about like anything else, like what I want to do in the morning or like whatever I want to do, I just be like, God, like I want to feel like your acceptance. Like I've been learning myself recently to let God father me, and that has been like a huge help.
That's good.
For like my identity, because like I feel like if you don't have a father, then you like don't really know your identity. Like, so that's like one thing. That's like one thing that like.
That's great.
I'm trying. I hope my words aren't like all over the place.
You're
You can
good.
cut that out if you want.
Well, thank you so much, Mason, for coming in. That was so great.
Yeah,
We enjoyed hearing more about the type 3, getting to know you more as a person. So catch us for the rest of our episodes. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining us. Please check out our Instagram at canigetyournumber.enneagram.
You can also find the link to our website and study guide in our Instagram bio. Please tune in again for our next episode.